Happy Monday, everyone. Todd Houghton here from Houghton Physical Therapy in the Movement Academy, here tonight for another episode of Facebook Live. I was away for a holiday week and then I was away on vacation last week, but I'm excited to come back to be here with you for another great episode. So tonight is Todd's tip of the day are the top 5 tips to recover safely from a concussion without sustaining long-term problems or having the best outcome possible. In this video, you will learn by taking these 5 simple steps that I'm going to go over with you tonight, how to gain confidence to know when you can return to your sport, to your activity, or to your job. My name, again, is Todd Houghton from Houghton Physical Therapy in the Movement Academy here in Attleboro, Massachusetts. And I am a physical therapist with over 20 years of experience that I am passionate about helping people through their injuries, really working on the mindset piece, which is a big piece of the concussion rehab protocol. My favorite patients are the ones that have gone somewhere else, haven't gotten better, have tried what they say, everything, and then they come to see me. Those are my favorite patients because those are the ones that I get to make the biggest impact on. You can also reach me, obviously, on Facebook, or at toddh@houghtonphysicaltherapy.com on Instagram as well. The 3 reasons that I decided to pick this topic tonight, really exciting topic for me, is number 1, I was really shocked at the new age treatment that we have going out there for concussions. A lot different than when I was growing up. Number 2, as we move into the fall season with football and soccer, the incidence of concussions goes way up. We've been watching, if anyone's been watching the NFL, we also know that there's a lot of concussions, a lot of talk about concussions that are going on in professional sports. The 3rd reason is a good friend of mine recently sustained a concussion, and watching her recover has been really hard and frustrating, and giving those, or at least for me, around feeling helpless, wishing that we could do more. So a little bit of data about concussions. The causes of concussions are usually, it's called a mild traumatic brain injury. A concussion is also known as a blow or jolt to the head in which your brain can change the way that your brain normally works. So basically what happens, we have inside your skull, the brain can kind of move back and forth, which can cause some injury, some swelling on the brain. It's usually injured in head-to-head contact in a sport or maybe even a car accident. And there's always, 100% of the time, a whiplash component involved. There's no way there couldn't be. Whiplash would be is when your head goes all the way forward or when your head goes all the way back, meaning that you've injured your neck, simple terms. Some facts about concussions, really interesting. 80 to 90% of concussions only last 7 to 10 days, the symptoms of the concussion. Whiplash, though, which is also a result, can last up for 1 year following a concussion. Concussions also result in metabolic dysfunction, meaning that anything in our body that burns energy, such as thinking or physical activity, can increase the symptoms, the concussion symptoms, by increasing blood flow to the body part or to the brain. We can cause increased headache, tired feeling, confusion, and that's why rest is so important. The general signs and symptoms of a concussion would be headache, loss of memory, confusion, feeling in a fog, or feeling very tired. The dangerous signs or symptoms of a concussion would be when one pupil, which is the little black dot in your eye, happens to be larger than the other one, where there's drowsiness or the inability to wake up, where headache gets worse and it does not go away. We might notice someone has slurred speech, weakness, numbness, convulsions, or seizures. Also increased confusion and restlessness or agitation. So the treatment or intervention for a concussion, the first thing you want to do is you want to go see your physician, whether it's a primary care or a medical doctor. And if you're an athlete, you're going to go see your athletic trainer. Usually in high school sports, they do a concussion testing before the season, so they have a baseline where to test your children. And occasionally you might need a CAT scan in the severe cases just to see how much or how bad the concussion is. So what does physical therapy do for treatment of concussions? Well, we're going to break it down into the first 7 to 10 days. Well, we do lots of education. We want to increase the fluid intake And as many of in a few of the other talks that we talked about, that the brain function is highly reliant on being hydrated enough. So drink enough water, not caffeine, not soda, anything like that. Water is water. For 7 to 10 days, we really want to rest. Sleeping, closing your eyes, resting, whatever you do to kind of relax the body. Spending time in the darker areas so the light is not so bright. Avoid bright lights, avoid electronics. But we also, and this is one of the new ones for me, is we want to do light walking and light activity. After 7 to 10 days, we want to, again, increase the fluid intake, crucial. Less frequent rest, only rest as needed. In physical therapy for whiplash, doing some hands-on manual techniques and some other treatment techniques that we can do for the neck, upper back, as well as your posture.